Hello, everyone. I'm so excited. I just got off an interview with a PhD student who came all the way from Africa, and she didn't study in Sweden. She didn't do her bachelor's or master's in Sweden, but she was able to get a PhD position and flew all the way from Ethiopia. And it's her first time leaving Africa. And I felt it was very interesting. So, just to encourage you that you can be in Africa and apply and get the job here, get the PhD position here. So if you want to know more and if you want to understand how she did it and how it's so possible and some of the tips that you should follow to be able to get a PhD position here in Sweden without you studying in Sweden or living in Sweden, stay tuned and watch this video. So I was very interested in your story because many people are in Africa and they are wondering how they can come and pursue their PhD in Sweden or other parts of Europe. And I'm interested because you did it. You were in Africa and then you applied and you got the position. So how did you do it?
I mean, I first found out about the position from my friends who were already here and who knew how the process works.
Yes.
So, like, I got a lot of my information from there. I picked Sweden because of Sweden doesn't require, most universities in Sweden doesn't require English proficiency, which make it much more convenient and much more easy for at least countries that don't speak English like as a native language. Which I'm from Ethiopia and we don't speak English as a native language, although we use English as a model of instruction from middle school. But some universities, at least most universities, would still require you to have English proficiency exams when you apply for master's or PhD positions. So Sweden was preferable in that sense for me.
Which is really good. Because you don't have to care about that English requirements.
Exactly.
And it's so annoying. Because you already learn in English. Why would they tell you that?
So long as you understand the concept and so long as you know how to communicate. Also these exams cost you a lot of money, and also you need to retake them every 2 or 3 years whenever you apply for new positions. Because they have expire dates. So which made it even more costly, and it's not really feasible from financial front, at least, because I know that a lot of my friends had a very difficult time applying for positions because they cannot pay for the exam itself.
So then what did you do after you saw a position?
After I saw the position, I just looked at the requirements, and then they only needed cover letter and recommendations from the professors that my master's advisors and some of the professors that had taught me in undergraduate and also graduate school. But as long as you know how to write a good cover letter for the specific position that you are applying for, I think you would have a higher chance of getting picked.
So it was only cover letter and recommendations?
Cover letter recommendations, you need to include your education.
Your certificates.
Degree and student copy and stuff. And you need to include a CV. And then if you have any certificates, any recognitions or anything you got, you can include it into that. But all the requirements would be written under the post for the application. So it's very easy.
Okay. Then do they ask you to provide maybe some published papers or conferences? Or it was not required?
At least for this position, no.
Okay, that's so good.
Yes, because I've seen other positions which at least they did not require it, but at least they would...
they would say it's a plus if you have it.
Exactly. It's if you have it, you can include it. But if you don't have it, we will not give you a position kind of thing. So that's not fun.
Oh, but that's good. And what program? What are you studying?
I am...
What are you researching, I should say?
I did my bachelor's in chemistry. So applied chemistry. And then I did my master's, both my bachelor and master's in Ethiopia. I did my bachelor's in applied chemistry and my master's in organic chemistry.
Okay.
So now I'm doing my PhD in applied chemistry field,
Okay.
but we're specifically working on energy storage materials.
Energy storage
Solar
materials.
energy storage materials, yeah.
Then you must be very smart.
Well,
Very smart for you to, like, make it here. You like you are very much soaked in chemistry.
yeah, I would say, yeah, I mean,
You didn't get
I
a
would
first
say I
class.
have a
You get a first class in bachelor's.
yes.
Ah, I said
Yes, I
it.
was, but still.
I said you are smart. And then you got a distinction in your masters.
Yes.
Ah, I said it. Oh my god! But it's good.
But yeah,
It's
but
good.
still, I think like at least my perception when I was there was that you have to be exceptionally smart or like very genius to be here.
Yeah.
But I think the one important thing we miss in Africa, at least the one like I have noticed, is the way to express yourself.
Yeah.
If you know how to present your work,
Yeah.
if you know how to communicate effectively and know how to show your work in a way people perceive it as if it's important,
Yeah.
like give it as importance as it is actually important, then
Yeah.
I think you would have a better chance. Because I've seen it with my friends who are like far smarter than me, who have done a lot of work but could not get like good positions that they apply for because
Yeah.
they didn't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't speak English, it's just they didn't have a good presentation skills.
But you have a
which-
very good accent. Did you live outside of Ethiopia?
No, actually, this is my first time leaving the country.
Oh.
But like my English is self-taught. It's
Okay.
like I learned it from like more shows, like music,
Ah.
just listening to. I listen to a lot of English music.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of English movies.
Yeah.
So that taught me a lot of English.
Oh, okay.
This is not something I was taught in school.
Okay.
At least not the speaking part. Because in schools we're more focused on like grammars and stuff. So
yeah.
they don't really teach you how to.
Yeah. Oh,
At
that's
least
good.
speak
That's
well.
good. That's good information. And yeah, I hope you learned something.
I always like want to mention is when you apply for positions, don't use cover letters for all the applications you're doing. So like you have to try to make it as specific to the field you're applying.
Yeah.
So like for example, when I applied for like the position I'm here, like in Sweden,
Yeah.
and the other positions I applied for, like for example in England or like
Yeah.
other countries, I like changed my application a little
suit,
bit
yeah.
to suit the position or like the specific research area I'm applying for.
Yeah.
Because, for example, the position I applied in, like they only needed one person,
Yeah.
but there were about 200 applicants.
Wow.
So like if you want to stand out, you need to be really specific because professors don't look through all the applications they get. So they just search up keywords
Yeah.
that are relevant to the field or the research area that's
Yeah.
they advertised on. Otherwise, your application will not even be like seen
That's true.
because they will not check all the applications. So you have to work on your cover letter a lot when you apply for positions.
You see, I'm getting this information ad hoc. We have a course together, and then we met, and then I was interested in how she started her PhD. She just came directly from Ethiopia. She came directly from Ethiopia, and I was very interested in her story. And we have to rush to class now, but I hope the information you have gotten is enough. So don't be afraid to try when you are in Africa, and don't go through any agent. Try and do it yourself. If you want me to look through your cover letter for you, I can, but I won't do the work for you. Okay, bye.